So, did they have anything helpful?
Maybe. What do you know about Medusa?
Medusa? That's a rather dark name to unearth. Are you thinking of seeking her out?
Non, tant mieux. Ah, ça y est. Et maintenant, c'est la manette. Ah non, mais je crois que tout a décidé de me casser les couilles ce soir. Voilà.
I am.
Si je peux la trouver déjà.
Do you know where she is?
Not really, no. Medusa makes it her business to stay out of sight. Athena employs her as a spy master, a hound to do her bidding, a vicious hound at that. Athena's not likely to tell either of us where to find Medusa. I can't say for certain who would know.
Le festival de brisage de couilles? Ouais,
Are you all right, Grace?
tout à fait.
You seem troubled.
What you said earlier about Calliope's memories coming back.
That wasn't how I wanted you to find out. I'm sorry. If I might suggest, speak with Persephone about it when you get a chance. It might be good for you.
You think she could help? Persephone?
Persephone and I have our problems, but I can't deny she is insightful. She'll surprise you.
I might do that. Thanks.
How are things with Persephone? Is she helping as much as you thought?
Oh, sacré caractère, mais je l'aime bien. Ouais, je l'aime bien.
Yeah, I kind of like her. Way more than I thought I would. Why?
All I mean to ask is, has she said
Coucou Vertigo, comment vas-tu?
About...
No, never mind. It's none of my business. Please forget I asked.
De quoi, tu crois qu'il y a quelque chose entre elle et
My
moi?
regards to Persephone when you see her.
Il s'est jamais passé quoi que ce soit avec Perséphone, hein. Enfin, pas que je sache. Hein.
Apollo. Always so dramatic. Well done, by the way. And cheers to you, Aphrodite. You shall be missed.
De quoi, Léo?
For a few years, at least.
Still don't know if I did the right thing.
Well, it was never up to you, Grace. The choice has always been Aphrodite's. She's been in hell since the war. And you were only a visitor. I remember the last time I passed on my Eidolon. 1952. I was married to, well, I'd say you'd call him a gangster. More of a thug. A mean, vicious little thug. Persephone saved me from him. Tore his head clean off. But not before he fired a shotgun into her chest. My chest? Whatever.
Why are you telling me this?
We all have our sordid history, our personal horrors, building up like sediment around our souls. You can't let it bury you, Grace. You are the only one who can keep your head afloat.
Je suis pas certaine qu'elle ait vécu une vie de rêve non plus, hein, Perséphone là. Parce que quand on voit ça, à mon avis, son histoire n'a pas été des plus sympathiques. Bah écoute, ça va Vertigo. À part que mon micro, mon dispositif ne veut absolument pas se mettre en place. Ça me fait un peu chier. Parce que si je fais un très discret, on va m'entendre. Si je respire comme ça, on va m'entendre. J'en peux plus de cette technologie. Elle va me dégommer, je crois. Je suis en semi-vacances, je pars chez mes grands-parents dimanche, mais je télétravaille lundi et mardi. Ah, bah, bon courage, Jerry. Je sais pas, je tenterais bien avec Perséphone, honnêtement. Elle me plaît bien.
You're incredible. You know that?
There's no need to be facetious, Grace.
No, really.
I am incredible. It's true. It's good that you recognize this.
Force de caractère.
Okay, I take it back.
Oh, you can't take it back, Grace. I would have thought you'd learned that by now.
Ah, ça va chanter. Attention. Mais arrête, Néo, d'être toujours aussi sur tes gardes. L'optimisme, merde. Bah Calliope, forcément.
Gods like me don't have too much to hope for. The rules been fixed throughout the ages. So I have forged a daring path. I would like to make some changes. You see, we can win a revolution. You and I, you and I. I'm queen of the underworld, and you, Grace, you are a queen. You're old, your dominion, and in my opinion, you're on the right track. It sounds like they heard you, defied or usurped you. It's time that you kick them right back. You've got one big mouth.
Oui, on me le dit souvent.
You don't you? Yet it's me who's closing in. Think I like that mouth on you, won't you? You've overstayed your welcome.
Time to go home. Get out of here, Grace.
J'ai pas les attributs pour taper dedans, Néo, donc sorry pour toi. Bon.
Hey, hey. So
Après, ce sont mes choix. Encore une fois.
Miss Muse.
Well, does a muse have a proper form of address?
Et no
I
spoil,
just
hein.
want to hear what exciting adventures you've been having.
Well, I went to a party held by the goddess of love.
Oh, je suis allée à sa fête, elle est
and
morte.
she
Super.
died.
Magnifique.
Man, I always miss the really good parties. Here I was, sitting at home, just reading a book. Everything else okay, though? Do we know who the killer is yet?
Not just yet, no.
Okay, well, let me know if there's anything I can do. If I have to hustle to become your high priestess...
Non, c'est bon.
well,
Ça
so
ira.
be it.
C'était mignonne, hein, mais non merci.
What are Kaz and Brian up to?
Ah oui, eux,
You
qu'est-ce qu'ils
didn't tell them
deviennent?
anything, did you?
No, I told them you came home, that you're okay, but that you're having a moment. They send their love.
Should we tell them, do you think?
What for? They have their own problems. Plus, Brian can't keep a secret to save his life, and Kaz is officially homeless.
Is he still crashing on Brian's couch?
Ça veut rien
Grace,
dire, hein.
You do know that Brian doesn't
Ça peut être
have a
erroné, hein,
couch,
des
right?
fois.
Just some giant beanbag things.
Then where is Kaz Oh.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's cute. They'll tell us when they're ready.
Entre ce qu'on dit dans la
But right now,
mythologie et
it's
dans
best just to
les,
not mix 'em up in this.
dans les fictions, ça peut être totalement différent, hein.
Exactly how much do you know about the Greek gods, Freddy?
I know
Le point
my
fort de la
Greek
fiction, c'est que tu
mythology,
peux
but what I've
justement
read clearly doesn't line up with who they
inventer
are
une grande
today,
majorité des choses.
or who they ever were, maybe.
Still might be useful. There's got to be some truth to those stories, right?
Maybe? Who do you want to hear about?
Do you know anything about the Muses? Or Calliope in particular?
Yeah, for starters, there were supposed to be 9, though I guess there are some sources that said there were only 4, maybe 3. Each
On est passé
of the
de 9 à 4 à
muses
3.
had her specialty.
Très
Did you know that
mathématique.
Calliope is supposed to be the muse of epic poetry. She inspired the Odyssey.
Wow. I don't even like poetry.
Yeah, it was said her singing voice was unmatched. So they got that part right, at least.
Did she also lead the ancient Greeks in giant choreographed dance numbers?
No, but she once turned a bunch of snobby princesses into magpies, so there's that.
On va essayer d'en savoir plus. Ok, bon appétit.
What about Athena? Is she really supposed to be the goddess of wisdom?
Qui nous dit qu'Athéna est pas une
Sure,
saloperie, hein?
but mostly that's meant as tactical knowledge. Athena wasn't all sweetness and light. She was a warrior goddess. She was also the goddess of heroes. There are loads of stories where Athena helps guys like Odysseus or Jason or Perseus.
No female heroes back in those days?
Yeah, guess not. Women were the weaker sex, which maybe is why Athena was portrayed as being vindictive. She cursed Medusa, one of her own priestesses. She turned people into spiders, struck them blind, started the Trojan War. It's the whole thing.
Not being as wise as advertised is on brand for her then.
C'est pas faux. C'est pas faux. Je suis assez d'accord.
What about Apollo?
Okay, so the prophecy stuff checks out. Apollo was god of the sun and light, but also kind of enlightenment in general. He's always talked about as this beautiful and cultured god involved with the arts and the muses, kind of a Renaissance man before the Renaissance.
He's clearly had a rough time since those days.
Well, he was also a giant horn dog, Grace. I can list off like a dozen men and women Apollo has had as lovers, and there's probably more.
Weren't they all like that, though?
I mean,
En
Apollo's
partie.
no Zeus. He never
Oui.
assaulted anyone as a swan. And no, they aren't all like that. Our sun god
partie, en
had
partie.
a reputation.
Oui, c'est vrai. C'est peut-être pour ça que j'ai pas envie de me... Enfin, s'il peut y avoir une histoire avec l'un des personnages, c'est peut-être pour ça que j'ai pas envie d'aller vers Apollon. Peut-être pour ça aussi. Il a l'air très gentil, très sympa, mais ouais, c'est peut-être le truc qui me gêne.
Tell me what you know about Persephone.
Honestly, she's the least like her stories. Usually, she's either a victim or just the wife of Hades, or both.
And that's it? She was kidnapped by Hades, end of story?
Pretty much. Her mother was so angry she created winter. But otherwise, Persephone was just your average sweet and virginal fertility goddess.
You're right, that doesn't sound like her at all.
Must be hard to be defined by this one thing that happened to you thousands of years ago. I'd be pissed if everyone thought my story ended there.
Well, she is pretty pissed. That much is true. You said Pan was some kind of lust god, right?
Yeah, kind of. Pan's a god of the wild.
Non, j'ai
and
ma
I
bouche qui
guess
s'est
that
éteinte,
translates into sort of
salope.
lustfulness and earthiness, humping nymphs in the forest sort of thing.
And
Ah
you
ouais,
don't like
quand
him.
même.
Honestly, he's exactly what I'd expect him to be. All the stories say he's a lech and a beast. The Christians equated him with the devil. Weirdly, he's also the only god who's supposed to have died, though it's never really clear how or why. Anyhow, there's a great statue depicting Pan having sex with a goat. Next time you see him, you gotta ask him.
Oh mon dieu. Oh mais mon dieu, mais quelle horreur. Allez, la dernière
Just how many
question.
of these gods are there? From what I've heard, lots of idols live around here.
Well, there are tons of minor gods in Greek mythology, hundreds even, depending on how you define them.
Pauvre chèvre.
Oddly, there's never any mention of the word idols in relation to them. Maybe it's like how people worshipped idols?
I sort of assumed it was related to the eidolon.
Which is a Greek word, but I think it means ghost. An image of someone after they die?
Makes sense.
Me? I'm more amazed at all the big names missing. Not just Zeus and Hades, most of the Olympians seem to be gone. Makes you think about what's been lost. But also, what might still be out there.
On va quand même poser la question sur les autres dieux, ça peut être sympa.
You think there might be other gods out there?
Well, there are all those gods the idols say wandered off. We don't know they're dead for sure, right? They could be living it up in Australia. Who would know? Then there are all the other mythologies, hundreds of cultures, each with their own pantheon. So what's so special about the Greeks? That only their gods are real, right? All those other pantheons could be living in secrecy, just like the idols. And that means they're hidden from each other, too. Oh, they could be everywhere and no one would know.
It's like a whole other secret side to the world.
Yeah, it's cool, right? I hope I get to meet Ganesha one day. Or maybe Lakshmi?
Bon, allez, c'est bon. Assez parlé mythologie.
I
Hein?
wonder how much of those stories are true.
Yeah, it's hard to say. I'm giving you the quick version. There are reams of textbooks out there covering all this.
Voilà,
but
les contradictions
even
aussi.
they rarely agree with each other.
Really? Nothing definitive?
Ancient Greece was 3,000 years ago, Grace. Not much information survived all that time, if it was even valid to begin with.
I should really apologize about the band. This kind of puts a dent in your plans, doesn't it?
You're right, Grace. How dare you sabotage my dreams? I am so mad I could spit.
You know
T'as
what I
l'air vachement
mean.
hors de toi. Hein?
Nobody could have seen this coming, sure, but it's always been something with me.
Well, as I see it, there are two ways this goes down. One, neither of us gets back to the band. It was just a thing we did for a while before I founded a cult in your name. Or two, we get back to it and the band now has the Muse as its lead singer. Edge of Elysium becomes the coolest and most appropriate band name ever.
Ugh, I still really hate that name.
Look, Grace, you can't be the source of all the drama and name the band, okay? That's the rule.
You know what I find weird? That the idols have managed to remain completely secret all these years. Sure, they have magic and whatnot, but in all this time, nobody's found them out? Athena is that good?
Who says nobody has found them out? The way I see it, it's like UFOs.
Okay, I have to hear this.
Okay, so you could have real evidence that UFOs exist and that governments have covered it up and people still wouldn't believe it. Why? Because they'd get laughed at if they admitted it. Imagine the headline. Greek gods exist and are living among us. What website would even run that?
Weird conspiracy ones. Yeah, you're right.
Bon, plus de questions.
Okay,
On va
that's
dire,
enough questions for now.
pan, pan, je sais pas.
Sure, I can talk all day. You know I can.
I'll check back with you soon, Freddy. Time for more mystery solving.
Alors, voilà qui est intéressant. Une fois la petite fête d'Aphrodite terminée, j'ai discuté un peu avec Vénus et Eros. Et devinez qui ils ont désigné comme suspect? Méduse. Vous savez, le monstre avec des serpents sur la tête qui transforme tout le monde en pierre. Mais moi, je sais qui c'est. On dirait qu'elle est bien vivante et qu'elle est un peu les yeux d'Athéna. Genre quoi? Une gardienne, une espionne? Vénus la trouve super louche. Elle me conseille de creuser ça si je la trouve. Pourquoi ma manette ne répond pas? Ah non, mais ce soir, c'est la fête du slip. Hein. Ah non, mais c'est quoi le bordel ce soir?
When I opened that shipping container, I was expecting, I don't know, rats.
Yeah.
Instead we have... Where the hell are we?
It's hard to say. weren't we going to some kind of library?
Maybe I shouldn't have brought you here.
I live for danger.
This isn't D&D, Freddy. Some of these idols, they mean business.
Do not start dissing D&D. There is literally no better preparation for facing a world of gods and magic. Plus, my initiative is ace.
You are such a nerd.
Speaking of, how much do you actually know about Hecate and this idol you're supposed to help?
Do you know anything about this Hecate? It's not a name that rings bells.
Let's see. Well, she was the goddess of witchcraft, the really dark kind. Oh. But she's
Elle
never
s'y
really
connaît quand même, hein?
portrayed as evil. She was more of an outsider, lived alone, off in her little corner of the underworld. Do you think that's where we could be? Oh, that is so cool. Oh, I bet knowledge is important to her. It could be an angle if you talk to her.
An angle for you, maybe. Books are your thing.
So is helping my best friend out of a jam. No matter what it takes.
Even if it means traveling into weird lighthouses where scary witches live?
Especially if it means that. Aren't you excited?
The idol we're here to help is named Asterion.
And you know who that is, right?
No. Should I?
That's the Minotaur's real name. You know, big bullhead, horns, lives in a giant labyrinth.
Pan did not mention that.
Why am I not surprised?
This Minotaur. You don't think he might be dangerous, do you?
Well, traditionally he eats people, but he was also supposed to have been slain by the hero Theseus.
Well, not so slain after all. Pan says he has a problem with his love life.
Maybe he needs to stop eating all his girlfriends? Okay, I knew that sounded wrong the moment I said it.
We should go inside instead of standing out here in the fog.
It's more of a mist, really.
A mist potentially full of monsters.
In we go, then. Are you really planning on doing that favor for Pan?
Meddle in love lives? Sweet Talk, the goddess of witchcraft? Freddy, who are you dealing with?
Oh, ça m'énerve. Je vois mon micro bouger toutes les 2 secondes, ça me stresse.
I look forward to seeing you in operation. There's no way at all this could go poorly.
Je retesterai tout à l'heure après le live pour voir si ça fonctionne et que ça remarche avec le dispositif parce que ça va vite me gonfler.
I guess the Titan thing is literal, huh?
Mortals within the reliquary. Who permits this intrusion, this sacrilege? This knowledge is not meant for the likes of you. I shall grind you into the dust from whence you came.
C'est une menace?
I am really sorry if we startled you. My name is Grace. We've never met before, but, I'm the new muse.
And I'm Freddy. Big fan.
If I broke a rule, I apologize. Pan didn't mention anything about that, I'm afraid.
You are Grace?
Oui, c'est moi. Pourquoi? Je vais me faire buter, c'est ça? Ah non, pas du tout.
Calliope is dead. Is that now? I thought that was not for another 11 months yet.
Wait, what? You knew Calliope was going to die?
No, I am not informed of this for another 11 months and 3 days.
Or I could just tell you now?
That cannot be. It is written. Yes, it's right here. Calliope joins Grace's band. They become friends. Months later, there is an automobile accident and...
An accident? No, that's not what happened.
Non, ça s'est pas passé de cette manière.
The books are wrong.
Look, whoever screwed up your magic book, it wasn't me.
Yeah, Grace is already getting blamed for everything.
The books cannot be tampered with. They record what is.
But it isn't.
You will explain. We will both sit and you will explain. There will be tea.
Bah, en même temps, j'ai envie de dire, tu peux pas décaler le destin, quoi. Enfin,
Curious. It is clear something unanticipated has occurred, something outside the realm of fate.
Is that even possible?
It is, but I must follow the threads back to their source to find the origin of the deviation. It may take years of research.
Years? I don't have years.
That is unfortunate. If there is nothing else, I must ask you both to leave so I may begin at once.
Is there no way to speed that up? Whoever's behind it might be the murderer.
Such threads are not so easily untangled. I must consult the Moirai, if indeed they are not the ones responsible.
The Moi what?
You might know them as the Fates. They, or any beings of a sufficiently cosmic nature, have the power to undo the order of things.
That does not sound good.
Certainly not. They are also not beings I can summon at a whim to solve your mystery. I am sorry.
Is there some way you can help me that doesn't take years? Like a spell or something?
You know not of what you speak. The most powerful magics are long beyond my grasp.
What about the relics? Maybe one of them could...
No. You do not have permission from Athena for such access.
But your timeline is all messed up! How do you know this isn't...
My agreement with Athena is clear. Now is the time when you leave.
ok, elle me fait envoyer
Are you
chier.
sure about that? Because I'm not going.
It is written.
I'm guessing she doesn't talk to people much.
I don't know. Hecate seems super nice.
And super unhelpful.
Well, I don't think we're getting back inside. Do you have another plan?
I don't know if my powers will even work on Hecate, but it's worth a shot.
Ooh, a
Oh, on veut
musical
chanter.
number. Do you think this one could be... do you hear what I'm hearing?
Oh, you're still here? I had to run the entire... Oh, that's a long way, innit?
Du quoi?
Did Pan
Non, mais
send
on
you?
dirait la bête dans La Belle et la Bête, quoi. C'est pas le Minotaure, ça.
Please tell me Pan sent you. I need your help so bad.
Yes, Pan did send me. Technically.
I'm so glad you're here. If you help me, I promise I can help you too. I really can. It has to be you. I am so in love with my dear sweet Kate. I just don't know how to tell her. Please help
Bah,
me
pousse-toi au
tell
cul et va
her.
lui dire que tu la kiffes. Je sais pas.
Are you really the Minotaur? Like, the monster who roamed a maze and ate people?
And is supposed to
Il va
be
nous dire
dead.
je suis végétarien.
Well, my father locked me up in a labyrinth, but I never ate anyone,
Ah non.
Oh, well, that's good.
except Theseus. But he was a bellend.
Ok.
Do you really call Hecate Kate? Off topic, I know, but I have to ask.
Well, sometimes she has to go into the mortal world for a short time and do things for Athena.
Uh-huh. And...
Well, she had to make up a magic disguise, a new identity. And I thought she should give it a proper name.
And you suggested Kate?
Yeah, she really liked it. She said, "Thank you, Asterion."
Let me get this straight. You're in love with Hecate. That Hecate.
Oh, mate, Kate is... She's just the best. Like, she knows everything and she always smells so good. Like, she's so nice to me and she doesn't even have to be. Oh, we got stuck in the tower together because we can't live in the mortal world. I know I could make her happy. Well, I want to try. Oh, won't you help me?
Bah, va lui parler. Enfin, c'est pas à moi de base de jouer l'entremetteuse. Hein. C'est à toi de te sortir les doigts du cul et
Have you
puis d'y aller.
tried,
Hein.
I don't know, talking to her about how you feel? I take that as a no.
I don't have the words. I've tried. Every time I end up knocking over a table or killing a cat or talking about how sometimes meat has that grisly texture I don't like.
You killed her cat? Oh, no.
It was a small cat.
Oh non, tue pas les chats.
I'm just not good at words. Right? Really not good.
Oh non.
Okay, so you're in love with Hecate. What is it you think I can do?
A muse knows about poetry and the heart and how to make words beautiful. All I want is to ask her, but I need good words. You know, please say you'll help me.
I don't know. Doesn't this feel a little weird?
Which part?
Helping him woo her with my powers.
You heard what Pan said. You can't make anyone do anything they don't want to do. You can only make them say what's in their heart.
Yeah, that's the part I can't do.
I do this and you'll help me in return, right?
Athena made Kate swear she's not allowed to say anything about what happens at the tower. But she never made me swear.
Oui.
Maybe she never thought anyone would ask. But I'll tell you, even if Kate doesn't like it, I'll tell you.
If I do this first.
If you help me, any trouble will be worth it.
Alors, si elle ne veut pas de toi, qu'est-ce que tu fais?
Hecate might say no. You know that, right?
Well, she probably will. I mean, she's Kate. And I'm me. But just once, I'd like to be able to ask her, you know, to say it out loud instead of thinking it.
Ouais.
I'll still help
Il a pas
you,
l'air insistant, c'est
no
plutôt
matter
bien.
what she says. I promise.
Okay. I have an idea.
You do? Well, you do?
You, my bullish friend, are gonna sing your little heart out.
Grace always has the best ideas.
J'espère qu'il chante bien.
You go for it.
I'm not great at words. I'm more of a dancer.
Just speak from the heart. Be honest. You can do it.
You cast a spell on me. Not literally, obviously. But I feel in summary, you and me are meant to be. 'Cause you put a hex on me. You didn't do it to me directly. I'm not blaming you specifically, just that metaphorically. Shit, can someone help me?
It's okay. Okay, what are some of the things you love about her?
Hecate, with you there's so much to love. Oh, I'm not saying you're fat.
Did not just say that.
Non.
Tell her something she doesn't know about herself.
Mais non.
Oh, Katie, to me, you know you in rapture?
Ooh, good word.
Is your pallid skin, your lips are so thin, your love of books.
Asterian, I have but one thought. Why is it that you seem so distraught? Are you saying you're in love with me? You couldn't possibly. Really?
Oh, you're doing great. Give it another go.
You've cast a spell on me. It's a feeling that's killing me. But let's say categorically, oh Katie, it's just you and me. Katie, yeah, that's what I've always called you. It sounds juvenile, but that name makes me smile. I've always wanted to tell you. Anyways, as friends, I'm only a fraction of what I can be. I mean, I'll still make you tea, but don't you want more than tea?
Is this what you truly wish to do? This love could easily fall through. Imagine if we ceased to be. It's a possibility, don't you see?
Oh god, he's looking pretty bad.
Hecate, it could be this spell on me has blinded my eyes from what you can see. If there's even the smallest possibility of losing you somehow, I'll take it back now. I'm finished, could someone please rescue me? This is a disaster, Grace, help me!
Hecate, if you don't mind, I'll take the floor because I feel obliged to help this Minotaur. He's a bit absurd, he gets stuck on a word, but he flies like a bird when you walk in the door. Could the love of your life be right under your chin? Well, there's no need to guess, he's already moved in.
Please understand, Grace, it's not him I can't face. My heart is a difficult place to admire. Hot coals at its core, burned so many before, yet he carries this torch, unaware of the fire.
Kate, will you dance with me? Oh, never mind. You know, this isn't the first time I've pretended to dance with you.
Yes, twirl!
Who thought a ball could
Non mais là c'est la belle et la bête hein.
shell? I don't need your answer, you know me too well. This love is my truth and I know in my soul that the magic in here is beyond our control.
It's true, there's a part of me that yearns for more. If I had my pick, it'd be you I adore. Not all is written, powers greater than fate give meaning to what the world puts on our plate. Yet, even so, this could all go astray.
I wouldn't have it any other way.
He's bared his soul, so what's the debate? Will you let him in before it's too late?
Asterion,
Kate?
it seems you've cast a spell on me.
You will not regret this.
Not yet. It is written.
You've cast a spell on me.
To think I shall have my own story.
You've cast a spell on me.
And we shall write it together.
You've cast a spell on me.
A tale of romance and glory.
You've cast a spell on me.
But do we have enough leather?
You've cast a spell on me.
Well, that was diverting. You felt this way the entire time, Asterion, and you said nothing?
I didn't think I was worthy. I mean, look at me. I'm only, you know, half a man.
You have been a devoted friend over the long and lonely years, Asterion. I only wish I had realized sooner we could have been more. As for you, Grace, I thank you for arranging this diversion, however it came to pass.
I don't get it. Didn't you know this would happen? Wasn't it written?
Peut-être que tu sais pas ce qui se passe
It was
pour toi.
also written that I would be unaware of Asterion's feelings until he spoke them to me.
But you knew that.
I follow the rules. It is written.
I'm glad to see someone happy, finally.
That would be me.
I am also not displeased by this course of events.
Wow, look at you. Living the wildlife.
Come, Asterion, I wish to speak of this further, and find an appropriate outfit.
Hey, wait for me outside, yeah?
How
Okay.
long are we supposed to wait? It's been over an hour.
I'm sure it's fine, Grace. I doubt the Minotaur would break his promise. Say, what'd I tell you?
Whew. You still here? I'm sorry. Kate had a lot to say.
Everything's okay, I hope?
Oh, yeah. Oh, it was so wonderful. Kate just wanted to talk about feelings and that, which, well, neither of us are good at. Right, so, I suppose you want to know how Calliope broke into the reliquary that night.
She did what?
No, we didn't know anything about that. Do you mean the night she died?
Oh, well, I thought you already knew. Yeah, the night Calliope died, she broke in somehow. Thing is, we know she didn't take anything or even touch anything. I just remember the alarms, and I chased after her.
You chased Calliope, but did you ever catch up with her?
No. If I'd have caught her, I'd have brought her back and Kate would have gotten answers out of her. All I know is that she was hurt, bleeding bad, but I don't know why. I wanted to help her, but she got away in the fog. Then I ran into Medusa.
Wait, what? Medusa? Here?
Yeah.
Pardon.
Not normally here. I think maybe she was chasing after Calliope too.
Un petit coup de barre.
What was Medusa doing here?
She was chasing after Calliope too, I think, but she wouldn't say why. I asked. She never got into the reliquary though. She was just out here in the fog.
Couldn't Medusa have broken in like Calliope did?
Yeah, but I chased Calliope from the reliquary. If Medusa had been there, I would have seen her.
Did you say the reliquary has alarms? Like burglar alarms, cameras?
Oh, no, nothing like that. It just has a lot of protections. You know, magic.
I don't know magic, actually.
Oh, well, it's just meant to keep the dangerous stuff from being touched. It was set off, so something happened in the reliquary. We just, don't know what exactly.
Those alarms don't go off if someone breaks into the reliquary? They don't detect intruders?
Well, normally nobody does that.
Calliope did. Someone else could have.
Yeah, but the alarms are just to protect all the books and relics. That's it. Whatever Calliope did here, it was enough to set off the alarms. That's all I know.
Bonsoir Hugo, comment vas-tu?
What relics are there? Maybe Calliope was looking for one but couldn't find it before...
Yeah, that I'm not supposed to say.
Do you have the golden fleece, the shield of Zeus, the sword of Damocles? Is it suspended?
You know a lot about that stuff for a mortal.
So it's all real?
I can neither confirm nor deny any of that. All I know is that nothing got used and nothing got taken.
Je termine cette partie-là et je vais me faire un petit café.
Calliope have been
Bah écoute, ça va.
It couldn't have been Medusa, like I said. She never got close.
But Calliope was wounded inside the reliquary?
That's where the blood was. We don't have anything that would attack anyone, though.
So someone else. But they did it inside the reliquary.
If so, they vanished after.
How do you know
Ouais, j'ai accepté.
Calliope didn't touch or take anything?
Kate knows everything in the reliquary, right down to the last book. She's been looking, but she can't figure if anything was touched. It makes her so mad not to know. And it made Athena pretty mad too.
Athena got involved?
Yeah, when Kate finally told her. Athena wants Kate to keep investigating, but it doesn't look good.
Athena knows what happened here the night Calliope died?
Yeah, Kate told her a day or so later, I think. We didn't know Calliope died that night, though.
What? Athena didn't mention it?
Nope. Not that that's weird. She's, well, she's not the chatty type, you know?
Oh,
She came in all quiet and
fatigante
cool,
et
wanted to
chiante,
know
on va
who was
dire.
here that night and what Calliope might have wanted. She swore Kate to silence. Not me, though. Guess she's not as smart as Kate.
Je reviens. Je vais me faire mon petit café. J'arrive à de suite.
This means Calliope came here the night she died. This is where she was attacked.
But we don't know by whom.
Well, this is the second time Medusa's name is
J'avais besoin du
That
café.
can't be a coincidence.
Well, she's super scary, but, you know she works for Athena, right? I thought maybe that's why she was here, but
Puis
Athena
le froid,
said
ça
she didn't know
m'endort,
about
donc...
it.
That does seem suspicious.
If that's all you need, then I have to go. Kate will be so mad if she finds me gone. Good luck, Muse.
You okay there, friendo?
J'ai oublié de demander, je sais pas si t'es toujours là, Néo. Est-ce que c'est un jeu que t'aimerais faire?
I'm just thinking about Calliope. What happened to her here? Whatever she was trying to do, she probably didn't succeed. She ran from here, dying, maybe straight to our apartment.
Because you were her last hope.
Yeah. What if she hadn't made it? She must have known.
One thing at a time, Grace. You'll figure it out. I know you will.
I guess so. Next thing is to go back to Pan. Tell him his favor is done.
What an adventure.
Sorry?
You're just lucky, Grace. Luckier than you think. You go do what you have to, and I'll meet you back at the apartment, okay?
Pan! I hope you're here, because I don't know where else to look for you.
Of course I'm here, Grace. Where else would I be but amongst the trees and the wild things? I really must thank you, by the by. Asterion is simply over the moon, and he's already repaid me with this select tome from the reliquary.
So you used me. All part of your trading favors thing?
Of course. I used you, I used Asterion, you used Asterion, Asterion used you. Is this not the way the world works?
Je me doutais que c'était un gros sac à merde, lui.
And risk nosy Hecate somehow digging it out of you. Perish the thought. I trust you got what you needed. More grist for the mill of your innocence, as it were.
It's quite the coincidence. The place you sent me just happens to be the place Calliope was attacked.
That is quite the coincidence. You must be very grateful.
T'en sais plus que tu dois
It's just
prétendre.
hard to trust a coincidence that big.
You have no reason to be suspicious. I know nothing of what happened to Calliope at the reliquary. I suppose the question at the heart of this is, do you believe me?
Pas sans preuve.
Give me a reason to believe you, Pan.
Ah, you want the ever-elusive proof. If I had that to offer, do you think I would hesitate to share it? Alas, it is my burden to be forever condemned by my idle brethren. I've become accustomed to it. Truly, I've never lied to you, Grace, and I never shall. If you're looking for innocence, however, well, I'm afraid that's one thing I cannot provide.
And if I can't accept that? If I find out you're somehow involved in this?
You'll do what you do, and I'll do what I do, and we'll see where that takes us.
Je vais me casser. Bah, c'est un gros con.
That's my cue to go, isn't it?
If you must. There are always alternatives, you know. You could live the high life, Grace. Throw caution to the wind. Embrace what you can before you...
Before I die?
Mais quel enculé.
You don't have any hope for me, do you? You're just taking what you can get before it's over.
You'll want to find Medusa, I suppose.
Yeah, her name keeps coming up.
You'll find Medusa at a dingy little club appropriately named the Viper's Nest. Give her my regards.
Le nid de vipère pour Méduse.
But
Pas
do
du
be
tout
careful if you call on her, Grace.
coïncidence.
Medusa is a hideous monster and should be treated as such.
Back from your visit to the reliquary?
How did you know I was there?
Athena was ranting about it when I left her. She's none too pleased about you breaking the rules. Let's hope what you learned was worth it.
Il y a des fois, c'est en passant au-dessus des règles que tu peux réussir à trouver des preuves. Hein.
Medusa was at the reliquary that night. You don't intend to confront her directly, do you?
Bah, je devrais
I
pas.
think I shouldn't. How else will I find out why she was there?
There's always a way, Grace. Asking someone directly isn't the only method. Still, while I hate to say it, confronting Medusa may be your best option.
Bah, c'est
You
le
could
meilleur
come with
truc.
me
Hein.
when I talk to her.
Trust me, if I'm anywhere within a mile, she'll have vanished by the time you so much as knock on her door.
Ouais, ce chiant voyant.
Lie to me and say you'll be careful. On a different matter, I've had time to do some thinking. After Aphrodite's party, we never really spoke about the Eidolon and Calliope's memories. No doubt you have many questions.
Apollo told me a little about it. He did say I should talk to you, though.
Did he now? Is there anything you'd like to ask?
When all these memories start to return, will I feel different?
First, you'll have dreams. Places you've never been, people you've never met. But unlike with normal dreams, these will linger. Then they will come while you're awake. Sudden flashes or snippets of déjà vu. And sometimes it will seem so real you'll swear you're hallucinating. If there's anything difficult about the process, is that it becomes hard to differentiate between your life and all these other lives you're now recalling.
It does sound confusing.
Confusing and
Tout se
often
mélange.
unpleasant, as not all the memories will be fond ones. But that will pass in time.
Combien de fois es-tu
How many
morte?
times have you died? Can I ask that?
We call it passing on. I've lost track of just how many times I've passed on my Eidolon. A dozen? It's happened less often in more recent eras.
And the one you told me about, the woman married to that gangster, she was the most recent?
I don't think of Chastity as a she. That was me, just as the one my husband blasted with a shotgun was also me. It was one of the few times I wasn't able to prepare my successor. We were friends, yes, but I didn't know what Persephone was, and I had no idea what I'd just become.
That must have been difficult.
It was more difficult taking over my dead husband's territory. Women weren't often mobsters in those days.
You said it becomes hard to differentiate your life from the others. How hard, exactly? It'll still be me, right?
Oh, how do I explain this? Grace, would you say that you are who you are because of your experiences? The things you've lived and done?
I guess so, sure.
Well, all the things Calliope has done, and those before her, will now be yours. They will feel like a part of your life as well. Thus, they can't help but shape you. The Grace that is now will be and will have done so much more. Fortunately, you don't have to deal with every memory. Each time the Eidolon passes on, the oldest memories fade, and that helps.
Wait, how is it good that old memories start to fade?
Think of how old we are, Grace. If all those memories returned to you with perfect clarity, they would destroy you.
Yeah, but doesn't that mean you've all forgotten so much?
Well, far more than we remember. The further I think back, the more it becomes a bit of a blur, actually. You'll recall important moments. Some will be mixed up with the stories mortals tell, and you won't be sure which is the memory and which is the story. An idol's memory is a series of islands in a dark ocean, and they become smaller and smaller as they recede into the horizon. It sounds dire, but you become accustomed to it. It just takes time. And now you have all the time in the world.
Were you really a gangster? I've heard it said, but it sounds...
Let me put it this way. I felt as if I'd been blessed by a dying woman who saved me from a prison of my own making. I didn't know what I was, but I was free. I felt more alive than I'd ever felt before, and strong enough to toss an ox 10 feet. Did I set out to become a mobster? Not exactly. My husband's friends thought I'd murdered him, however, so they came after me. And one thing led to another.
Oh, I see.
Athena found me just as my memories were starting to return. I wasn't permitted to continue doing something so noticeable, so I was carted off to Olympus. It's too bad, really. I was an excellent mobster.
Wait, you said that Persephone passed on her Eidolon as she lay dying. What if she had just died?
The Eidolon will keep us alive for a time, even in the most horrific circumstances, in hopes that there's someone to pass it on to.
What if there isn't? What if Chastity had died before you were shot?
Well, then the line of Persephone would have ended then and there. Oh, there are some stories that say an Eidolon will go wandering, that it never really dies. And who knows if there's any truth to that. It's not exactly something we've had the opportunity to study. All we know is that many idols have left us forever. They've died, and that's how it happens.
It's a lot to consider. Assuming I'll even have time to worry about it, what with the trial coming.
Either the trial will end poorly, in which case all of this is moot, or it will end well, and you will have plenty of time to digest.
Yeah, thanks for the update.
I'm a realist, Grace. It's what I'm best at. Now then,
Tu es une
unless there's
réaliste.
something else to
Ça me fait
ask?
penser à quelqu'un.
Are you willing to talk
Même
about
à deux
Hades?
personnes.
If you don't want to, that's fine. I'm just...
Incredibly curious how I ended up murdering my husband?
that, yeah.
You know, one might think that my hatred of Hades began when he kidnapped me and forced me to be his bride. But honestly, that wasn't it. I hated my brothers and sisters for letting it happen, but Hades himself terrified me. He had a presence. I mean, one that forever made him the most important man in the room. And me? Oh, I was nothing in comparison. When Hades began doting on me, trying to earn
Tu t'es
my
fait avoir
favor,
dans ses filets.
I swooned that he might deign to think of me that way. For centuries, I actually thought I was in love, that the kidnapping was the best thing that ever happened to me.
Se voiler la face.
It's funny how our perspectives change.
If you got along with Hades for so long, what changed?
I did. I grew up. I was a trophy for Hades. A conquest that he expected to remain meek and unchanging forever. He
Soumission.
went out of his way to keep me small. I slowly realized that, he'd always been that way. Manipulation and arrogance behind the handsome sneer. We battled for centuries. I hated him, and I told him so, but he refused to part with me. He declared that I was his and would
D'accord.
stay in the underworld where I belong.
Tu m'appartiens et voilà.
And
Bien sûr,
that's
t'appartiens
when
à
you killed
personne.
him?
That's when I killed him. Yes. The first time one idol had ever murdered another. Thank you very much.
I'm guessing the other idols weren't thrilled with you killing Hades.
Well, yeah, they didn't know what to do with me. And Athena was furious that the most powerful remaining idol had been lost. See, this was before the war and before all the new rules. The chorus had never once contemplated execution, but they certainly considered it then. In the end, they decided it was better to humiliate me. They ensured I did not benefit from Hades' murder and stripped the throne I had wrested from his grasp.
Sympathique.
Which you weren't happy about.
I asked them where they were all those years while I pleaded for help. I was held captive, and what was I expected to do? What, lie down and take it forever because Hades was more useful to them alive? No. I stopped doing what was expected of me the day I slit his throat. May he rot in Tartarus with the Titans for all eternity.
Ouais, bon, Hadès a bien gardé sa... Enfin, ça n'a pas changé, c'est un connard.
Tell me more about Calliope. You and her were good friends, right?
We were.
And
if you had told me a decade ago that I would become close to one of the muses, I would have laughed in your face. I always considered them Apollo's creatures. Calliope, Clio, and Talia. Vapid, frivolous gods who handed off their eidolon to any artist who took their fancy. Every time I met one of them, they were someone else. I mean, Apollo called them the Sisters of Beauty, no matter their gender. Can you imagine that? That's such a
D'accord,
stupid
donc
name.
I never thought of that.
il y a eu des hommes qui ont porté...
Do idols change gender a lot?
Well, we tend to seek out successors like ourselves, but it happens. With the muses, it
Ok,
happened frequently.
intéressant.
Everywhere Apollo went, they surrounded him like a gaggle of ducklings, just like him to gather his own fans.
C'est ce qui me rebute sur Apollon. Ouais.
If you disliked the muses so much, how did you end up becoming friends with Calliope?
Well, she sought me out. She'd become more and more unhappy on Olympus, so she decided to leave just as I had, long before. Calliope asked for my help, and I laughed in her face. Go ask one of your sycophant mortals, I told her.
Le canapé miteux.
Surely one of them has some threadbare couch you can sleep on.
Wow.
Typically, she was undeterred. She didn't just want a place to stay. She said she wanted to learn how to be truly independent from an idol who had mastered it. What can I say? I mean, I am a sucker for a well-timed compliment. I took her in. Apollo was furious. He and Calliope were barely speaking, but he was certain she'd come crawling back to Olympus. Oh, it made taking her in all the sweeter.
How did you go from ruling the underworld to opening a nightclub named after it?
I won it in a bet with Dionysus, god of merriment.
Okay, there has to be a story there.
Well, the story is that he was a fool, but a charming one with many patrons. They built him a nightclub as his personal playground. And it was a grand old time for Dionysus in the 1970s, I assure you. But he didn't know how to run a business. By the time disco was ready to die, so was his stupid club. So I offered
Il faisait que picoler, Dionysos.
If I succeeded,
Je voyais
he
pas
would turn
à la tête d'un
ownership
club.
over to me. He accepted because, frankly, all he wanted to do was drink anyhow. I was successful. The club became mine, and I kicked Dionysus out for never paying his tab.
Dionysos,
Sucks to be him.
Alcoolo, hein?
Dionysus ever sobers up, he might decide to be sore about it, but so far, that hasn't happened.
What's
Je
the
peux
deal
faire poser
between you
toutes
and
les questions
Apollo?
possibles.
The way you two fight.
I've told you how he and the other idols stood by and let me rot with Hades, did I not?
It seems more personal than that.
Okay, there's an old saying that no one escapes the underworld. But that's not true. I did. Once. Not long after Hades kidnapped me. I was homesick, and I missed my mother. Charon took pity on me and allowed me across the Styx. And after that, Grace, I waded through darkness itself to get out of there. Hades chased after me relentlessly, but I evaded him, right up until I got to the very slopes of Olympus. And who do you suppose was the first idol I met?
Uh-oh.
Apollo stood there. I cried out to him, begging him not to let Hades take me, and yet Apollo did as he has always done. Absolutely nothing. Hades was thrilled, and I knew then and there I could never rely on my so-called family for anything.
Ah ben ça c'est clair. Hein.
Again.
Je peux comprendre sa détresse, hein. Clairement. Hein.
After you took Calliope in, that's when you became friends?
Well, no, not right away. I wasn't looking for a friend. What I was looking for was an opening act in the club. Calliope entertained here for years, and then eventually turned from performing to attracting new acts. She was in her element. She and I, we warmed up to each other eventually. She was more capable than I expected, and I adored her furious rants.
Mais quelle était leur relation
Calliope didn't seem
précisément?
like the furious type when I met her. That's hard to picture.
Oh, then you didn't really meet her. She was an idealist, and nobody could ever quite live up to her standards for very long. Her brothers and sisters, least of all. The idols needed to change, she said. They were withering away in the shadows, diminished and unwilling to save their own skins. When I joined the chorus, she expected me to change everything, as if I could single-handedly override Athena. I was to be her champion, and together we would bring revolution to the idols.
Si ça peut faire changer les choses, pourquoi pas? Hein?
Another disappointment. She left the club, but I gave her a place to live. We were supposed to stay in touch, but you know how it went from there.
Allez, qu'est-ce qui arrive aux
What
autres
happened to
muses?
the other muses? You mentioned 2 others. Were they lost in the war?
One of them was, though not like you think. The day we were to leave on the ship, Talia simply never showed up.
Do you know what happened to her?
We never heard from her again. Apollo thrashed about in mourning, but Talia had been fading away for years. It wasn't a surprise to the rest of us.
What about the other muse, Cleo?
Clio, marque de
Died long
voiture, ça, non?
before. A victim at the hands of a mortal man, when she no
Magnifique.
longer possessed the power to bedazzle him. As I understand it, he kept her in a cage as a pet until her eidolon shriveled up and perished. It was dead before she was.
Ugh, that's pretty dark.
Oh, mais ciao, hein.
Yes, well, we come by our wariness of mortals honestly, Grace.
Compréhensible. C'est humain,
I'd like to know a
malheureusement.
little more about the idols. I am one now, right?
What constitutes a little more in this instance?
Well, what are we? Where did we come from? If an idol is a soul that moves from person to person, it must have started somewhere, right?
Ah, the
L'une
big
des muses les plus
question.
influentes, Clio.
To which the answer is nobody knows.
Elle fait toujours parler d'elle en
I
2024.
remember
Hein.
the original
Vroom, vroom, hein.
Persephone only vaguely. Indeed, I'm not even certain she was the original. Was there something before her? How did she get her eidolon? I couldn't tell you.
Si le jeu t'intéresse, Néo, il
Evidently,
a
we
1 euro et des
wrote
poussières
little
sur
down in
Instant
those early
Gaming.
days, or were forbidden to.
C'est là où je l'ai pris.
And our memories only stretch back so far. Anything beyond that simply isn't.
Isn't it strange to not know where you come from? For all you know, the idols could be aliens.
Aliens? Grace, you watch too many movies.
Gods are okay, but aliens are just wacky fiction.
Fine, yes. It is strange. No, our earliest days aren't the only blanks in our memories, however. We have many. And the last was the day Zeus called us all together to tell us Rome had fallen and we should prepare for war. But did that war occur? I couldn't tell you. The last thing I remember after Rome was 1,000 years later, in the 16th century. I was in a different body, feeling as if no time at all had passed.
À ce prix-là, ça vaut
Athena
le coup. Hein.
calls that period the gap. And that's what it feels like. All of us experienced it, and not one of us knows why or how.
Alors, parle-moi de ce blanc.
The gap you mentioned. What was that like? Did you just wake up one day, or...
I wasn't asleep. I lived. I had lives. I passed on my eidolon. I may have known who I was and what I was, but perhaps I was completely unaware. All I know is that one day, Athena came to my nunnery, near Trieste, I think. The moment that I saw her, all the old memories came flooding back. My life during the gap was wiped away in an instant, and it never returned. If someone did that to us, they were powerful indeed.
What about Athena? I mean, she's the one who found you, right? She must have been aware.
Athena woke up on her own, or so she claims, and spent the next century rounding up those idols who remained. Zeus, however, was gone. What became of him, what happened in Rome, we've never pieced it together. It's troubling.
La guerre.
Tell me more about the war. It seems to have had a huge effect on all of you.
That's putting it mildly.
Ouais.
From Aphrodite's song, I know Ares betrayed everyone. What did you do?
Honestly, after my mother was murdered, I barely remember.
Your mother?
Her name was Demeter. Not truly my mother, but an idol who had always cared for me since the early days. I thought we'd be together forever. Then Ares brought those filthy bastards down on us.
Ah,
Demeter
super.
was slain
Ah, c'est
by
magnifique.
by bullets. Until that day, I had believed we were untouchable.
Ah bah t'étais touchable. Hein.
I'm so sorry. That must have been hard to lose her like that.
I watched her fall, heard her scream. I would have run to her, but I was pulled away to safety. By Hermes, I think.
Hermès a eu un bon
Whatever was left of the old Persephone.
réflexe.
The innocent girl with the long hair. who loved her gardens. She died with Demeter that day. After that, I don't know. We went from hiding place to hiding place. I didn't even know what Hephaestus had done for us when I found myself on a boat. We might have been gods once, but after the war, we were just refugees, like so many others, fleeing to a distant land.
Was it hard for the idols to come to the new world? It's just a place like any other, isn't it?
Well, it wasn't the place that was hard, it was the fear. We knew we were vulnerable. We knew mortals could and would kill us. Suddenly, there were rules. We had to be secret. We had to stay close together. We huddled in the shadows and quaked each time the mortals so much as breathed in our direction. We couldn't all live that way. Some of us drifted away, faded into the night without so much as an explanation. That's what's been the hard part. Our inevitable decline in a place where we don't belong. We can pass on our eidolons as often as we like, but it will never truly be home.
That's all I can think of for now. I'll see you around?
Oh yes, that's where I'll be. Around.
Ok, on va aller voir Méduse. Parti.
This must be the Viper's nest.
Le nid de vipère.
Scariest part
Le
of
bar de
town,
Méduse.
no sign. Just that one dude glaring at everyone. Well, I'm here now. Just another day in the life of an idol.
Oh, there you are. Man, this place is the worst. I think someone peed on me.
Freddy? What are you doing here?
What, you thought I
C'est un peu
wouldn't
dangereux
notice
ici,
you
hein.
skulking off? You didn't even bring any equipment, Grace.
Freddy, I left you behind for a reason. Don't you realize how dangerous this could be?
Do you not realize how dangerous this could be?
Yeah, but I'm an idol. You're...
Very enthusiastic.
Oh non, pas toi.
There are worse qualities in a mortal, I assure you.
Oh, it's you.
It is me. How exciting, no?
Ce foutage de gueule.
What are you doing here?
I'm the one who told you about this place. You didn't
Bon,
expect
ouais.
my curiosity to get the better of me?
Panne. Un gros con, lui, quand il s'y met. Oh, se sent
Let
coupable.
me guess. You feel bad about how we left our last conversation.
Me? Feel bad?
Non, jamais.
Yeah. You know, the part where Grace is already lost and why not use her while you still can?
It's true. I am a bad man, and I spoke poorly.
And? That's it?
I'd hope even you, Freddy, could see that advice from an idol might be useful here.
I suppose.
Là, pour l'instant, il nous l'a pas vraiment montré, Néo.
Apollo said she's some kind of spy master for Athena. Is that right?
A truer description, I'd say, is that she's more Athena's servant.
Ah,
Poor thing can't
esclave et
survive
espionne,
on
c'est
her
pas la
own.
même chose, hein.
So she's become whatever Athena needs. Spy master, enforcer, provider of garden statuary.
Ah, mais on le
Oh, that
comprend,
doesn't
ouais.
sound
On le voit
fair.
bien.
It isn't. But keep in mind, Medusa is no helpless maiden. She is as clever as she is dangerous. And Athena knows it.
Medusa's clever and works for Athena, but what's she really like?
She doesn't exactly come to the parties, Grace. Medusa is an enigma to most of us. If idols hide in the shadows, she lurks in even darker places. She's an outsider, and she loathes us as much as she needs us.
Is she dangerous?
Après, on peut pas dire, il a un
Let's
certain
just
style, hein.
say we're all rather relieved she stays away.
If you have any advice, Pan, I'm all ears.
Well, I assume you know how Medusa became what she is.
She used to be human, right? And then Athena cursed her. Pretty unfairly, too.
L'histoire de Méduse, elle est horrible, hein.
Now, however, Athena hasn't the power to undo her own curse, or so she claims.
That's gotta suck.
Ouais, bien sûr.
Medusa isn't happy about it, no. Yet she survives because she must. As do we all.
Par contre, la moitié des phrases en anglais, s'il te
Medusa's
plaît.
the one who turns people into stone just by looking at them, right?
People, yes. Idols, not so much. Or that's my assumption. I'll admit to not knowing if she's ever turned her gaze on one of us.
Great. Is there any way to make someone not a statue, if it turns out she can?
Short of Medusa dying? No. Not unless she wishes it.
Ouais, la pauvre. Sur les trois, quoi. Ah, plouf, plouf, ce sera toi qui finira. Ok, bah, allez hop, c'est bon.
Okay, enough talking. Time to do this.
See, that's the spirit. Now there's simply the matter of getting you in before she's aware you're here.
You're gonna help her do that?
Why not? You're more apt to become a statue than to be any true help, my dear.
Knock it off, both of you. I have a plan for getting inside.
A word of advice before we proceed. Once you find Medusa, make the number a knockout.
Comment ça à fond? Distraction, trouver une autre entrée ou faire face au videur. La distraction, c'est pas mal, hein. Tout ça parce que... Attends. Tout ça pour que sa tête soit exhibée dans des rêves partis de mecs en jupette. La mythologie est quand même vachement dure avec les femmes, hein. Enfin, c'est depuis la nuit des temps, ce truc. Mais je trouve que la mythologie, elle est horrible avec elle, hein. Avec un S à la fin. Oh, allez, face au videur. On va voir ce que ça donne. On va pas passer par 4 chemins, hein. On y va, on fonce.
Oh, you're not just going to... Oh.
Sure is. Just watch.
Hi there.
Viper's Nest is closed. Private party.
J'ai plus de couilles que toi, Pan.
You should let me in. Medusa will want to see me.
Uh-huh. And why would that be?
Because I'm the muse. And I'm willing to bet Medusa makes exceptions for idols.
Ah, les femmes, c'est juste des éprouvettes, Néo. Tu portes le gosse et après on va s'amuser entre nous, hein. Comme quoi, ça existe depuis la nuit des temps, hein.
Go on in. I'll send word to the boss you've arrived.
Et après on nous dira l'homosexualité c'est contre nature. Non, absolument pas. Non, pas du tout. Parce que ça existe depuis la nuit des temps. Donc les gens qui disent ça en 2024, vos gueules. Retournez dans vos grottes, comme dirait l'autre.
Hello, who's that there? You've messed up my flow. Just get your drink, girl, and take your seat. Oh, it's the muse.
Salut.
There are sacred vibes.
Elle veut me manger? Mais je trouve ça hyper original, Néo, d'avoir des visions totalement différentes des personnages tels qu'on les connaît.
Before you start the show, Pan said to say hello.
Oh non, on va pas la manger.
That's what he said to say.
Well, any friend of Pan's is a friend of Pan's.
Okay. I hate to interrupt your flow. There's just some things I need to know. I wish there was another way.
Aphrodite était vraiment pas mal non plus, hein, Néo.
Yes, you do. Now, look into me.
Flippante.
What'd you say, Grace? You okay, Grace? Where's the game face this time? You are currently experiencing something I like to call the preparation. Any questions or comments? That's right, it is widely known that I can turn folks to stone. But oh, I won't this time. Because this time I find dine that oozy musy bloods my wine this time. Look into me. Oh, she's looking away. Hey, look
You flipped that hood. Then out came the snakes. You're so good. Finally, some stakes. Oh, the ice thing. What a difference an actual monster makes. Athena made you like this.
She was mad at me. So,
Well, why was she mad?
she said I'd been bad.
Had you been?
No. Now look into me.
Medusa, look into your own eyes. Nope. Okay. It was worth a shot. You know you're not unhot. That's my opinion anyway.
Don't look at me.
The snakes, sure they're snakes, but you can pass them off as fakes. Like it's just a cosplay.
Don't look at
You're
me.
not a monster to me. I think that you should try to see Medusa in another
Lost
way.
little girl. No more Hail Marys. The not unhot girl is you. The monster.
Non, Méduse.
You don't know, you don't know.
Do know that you didn't.
Kill Calliope. So you know that it's true that I didn't do it.
No.
Yes, you do know, you know. Does that mean Athena knows?
No. Fine grace. I'll take.
Just like fate made you, fate played me. Just like
And
fate
I won't see what your eyes see when you look at me. Don't look at me.
Ah tiens.
No, not the bloody charms.
You think you can turn me to stone before I burn your snakes off? I'm betting you can't.
The lighter was my idea.
Be careful, you two. This one has teeth.
Elle croque,
Yeah,
elle veut
I
nous manger.
noticed.
Rather excessive appetites, even by my standards.
You ready to talk?
Oh, fine, fine. What exactly is it that you want, pretty muse?
Ah bah tiens, pour toi Néo, je vais demander si Calliope aussi elle a essayé de la
You
manger.
can start by telling me whether you tried to eat Calliope like you just tried to eat me.
Blast! This is why I didn't tell Lady Athena. I knew it would come back to haunt me. I only followed pretty Calliope to the reliquary. I never spoke to her, never even caught up to her. I swear it.
That's what Asterion told us, more or less.
But you were there that night.
Yes, I admit it. Ugh, Lady Athena will have my head. She'll mount it on a pike. Whatever you might think of me, I had no part in the Muse's death. I did not even know she'd been attacked until I saw her fleeing.
Mais comment te croire déjà?
Why should we believe you? You did just try to eat me, remember?
Bah voilà, là il essaie de me manger. Il arrive un moment, Néo.
Right. And not at all
Voilà.
trying to cover your
Ça,
own
ça c'est ta
ass.
faute.
You presented an opportunity.
Tu veux tellement que je mange les autres que c'est les autres qui essaient de me manger.
Sweet blood of a hero once again. It's a problem. I've been working on it, I really have.
Oh, Medusa.
Well, what of you? The only reason I knew Calliope was going to the reliquary is because you informed me.
Well,
Oh bah non.
Speaking of covering one's ass.
it is true. But Grace,
Elle
I
est jolie
can
hein, mais c'est pas
explain.
mon style.
I'll bet you can. Let's put a pin in that for the moment, shall we?
I am a monster. It's true, I do not deny it. It's still, I did not kill the Muse.
You followed
Allez,
Calliope
pourquoi tu
to the
suivais
reliquary.
Calliope?
Why were you shadowing her at all?
I am Lady Athena's spy master, yes. Calliope has been trouble from time to time.
So you were spying on her.
I keep
C'est pas
watch
vraiment une
over every
espionne, hein.
idol who no longer lives in Olympus,
Athéna a pas l'air super
but
sympa. Hein.
especially Calliope. When I realized she was headed to the reliquary that eve, I followed. I had a duty to Athena.
You haven't told Athena any of this?
Do I need to light things up again? 'Cause I'll do it.
I told her Calliope was at the reliquary that night. I did not tell her I was also there.
Why not? Wouldn't Athena
J'ai
find
beaucoup de
out
mal
from
avec elle, hein,
Hecate
Néo.
anyway?
I was not thinking clearly. I panicked. Lady Athena barely tolerates my presence as it is. If she thought I was involved in any way, if she even suspected.
Did you ever find out why Calliope went there?
I was never close enough to ask. When I drew near to the reliquary, that is when I saw the Muse fleeing. She was frightened, bloodied, dying.
A tasty snack for you to hunt down.
I gave chase, yes, but to discover the truth. I knew Lady Athena would wish to know.
That does make sense from your perspective.
I didn't learn the truth until later. And then it was far too late.
Asterion
pose
said he
toutes les
caught up with
questions.
you out in the
Tout.
fog. Is that
Je prends
right?
toutes les
I
infos.
thought he was the one who had attacked her. He is a great beast of a creature.
Oh, that seems rather unlikely. The bull's as gentle as a lamb.
Yeah, pretty much that.
Yes, I had only realized my mistake once I caught up to him, and by then the Muse was gone.
And you never found her afterwards?
I thought she might flee to her pretty home, or to the sharp and prickly Persephone. She did neither.
Yeah, she came to see me.
Non,
Okay,
ça
let's
suffit.
say we believe you.
Ça suffit pour les
For the
questions.
moment.
Whatever you do, pretty Muse, I beg you. Do not tell Athena of my indiscretion. Show mercy.
Moi j'ai rien contre elle.
Harm horrifies you.
Mais bon, si t'essaies de me grailler,
Horrifies me as well.
j'aurais pas le choix. Hein.
I cannot help what I am. I did not ask to be cursed like this.
Je me doute que t'as pas demandé à être maudit. Maudite, pardon.
Indiscretion, huh? That's quite the word for it.
I cannot apologize for my hunger. I can only apologize that I am so very weak in the face of it.
I'll think about it.
I am a lost and cursed thing. No idol. If Lady Athena should learn the truth...
Après, elle m'a pas l'air méchante, hein. On l'a poussée à... Enfin, j'ai l'impression qu'on l'a plus poussée à l'être, quoi.
Pretty Muse. And that we meet again someday.
Ah, elle est méchante avec moi, c'est bien.
And sing a different song.
Ah, mais clairement, tu sens la manipulation derrière. Ça aurait été un mec, j'aurais dit, elle est tenue par les couilles par Athéna. Mais là, en l'occurrence, elle a un collier autour du cou, hein. Elle a la chaîne. Hein.
Okay, so that was fun. Grace, I'll meet you back at home.
Now, before you say anything...
You knew. Right from the start, you knew Calliope was there that night.
Well, yes. She asked for the key and I gave it to her, no questions asked. I never lied to you, Grace. I said I didn't know what became of Calliope at the reliquary, and I didn't. But I wanted to, so I nudged you in the right direction.
Ouais. T'as trahi
You
Calliope.
sold Calliope out. Medusa said you're the one who told her where Calliope went.
Well, it was worth a favor.
So, the moment Calliope walked out the door, you were on the phone selling her location.
I am trying to help Grace. In my way.
What do you mean, in my way? What is what?
Tu veux me
What way
pécho
is
ou
that?
quoi?
The way where I don't take all the blame.
What else will I discover, Pan? I'd rather learn it now than later.
I wish I could tell you, Grace. I truly do.
On va retourner voir Perséphone, hein. Pourtant, Pan et Calliope sont très proches dans le Panthéon.
Back again so soon, Grace? You're practically a regular at the club.
Ouais.
Did you end up finding Medusa? Or did she
Non, non, je l'ai
vanish the
trouvée.
moment you came near, like she does with every other idol?
She definitely did not vanish.
Elle a essayé de me bouffer.
Maybe I better explain what happened.
Elle a essayé de me becter. Ouais, ouais.
I knew it. We never should have brought that monster to the New World. Athena is a fool to think Medusa can be controlled. You're fortunate to have made it out in one piece. It could have gone very poorly.
Ah ben
for
ça, j'ai
you.
bien compris, oui.
You're right. I should have brought you to protect little old defenseless me.
Ah. If I'd gone, you would have found nothing more than an empty building, I assure you.
Because you're so big and scary.
I'm glad you appreciate my finer qualities.
At any rate, Medusa might be in the clear. Pan, however, is not.
I don't imagine you've confronted him yet.
He admitted to selling out Calliope,
Qu'est-ce qu'il y a,
but not
Néo?
to killing her.
Qu'est-ce qu'il y a?
I don't know if I can believe him.
Nor I. Pan would do anything to save his own skin. Allow me some time to consider our next move. Now then, unless you've something else to ask?
No, not really. I'll see you later, Persephone.
Yes. Bon, et c'est vraiment l'un des rares jeux où je... Non, je dis ça, mais... Ouais, c'est pas souvent que je vais vers la gente féminine en tant que personnage féminin. En tant que personnage masculin, oui, je tourne souvent vers la gente masculine. Mais je sais pas, Perséphone, j'apprécie plutôt bien. Et elle est pas représentée comme on la connaît habituellement. J'aime bien son côté un peu... Là, c'est clairement mauvaise fille, quoi. Mais qui, au fond, est pas si méchante que ça. Hein.
Oh, Hi.
Ok,
Grace.
Hermès qui arrive chez moi
I can
comme
just
ça.
call you Grace, right?
That's my name. Where's Freddie?
She went out to get snacks. We were gonna watch TV while we waited, but, well, here you are.
Tu connais Freddy?
What, you
Okay.
and Freddie are friends now? When did this happen?
When I came looking for you, Friday has this movie that I've never seen. Super cool, right?
Uh-huh.
Oh, would you rather not share your mortal friends? Anyway, I guess Athena wants to talk? I can zip us over to Olympus anytime.
Oh non,
if
non, non,
you're
je veux pas
free.
aller voir Athéna, non, non. Non, 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 non. J'ai le
Do I have
choix.
a choice about seeing Athena? I'm not in the habit of being at anyone's beck and call.
I mean, I guess you could say no, but I wouldn't. If Athena wants something, she's gonna get it eventually.
Oh, Athéna
She
me
had that
casse les
look in
noix.
her eyes, like she really wants to talk to you.
She could always come here. Everyone else does.
Oui, c'est vrai qu'elle pourrait bouger son cul, hein.
Enter the mortal world? And now she doesn't do that ever. Can you imagine?
Oui, c'est sûr qu'on se rend pas chez les gueux.
How does Athena manage never entering the mortal world?
She doesn't have to, I guess. Everyone brings her everything she needs. And that creepy owl of hers? Apollo says it's her eyes out in the world. It's everywhere. Watching.
So what, she just never leaves the building?
She'll go to the reliquary
Je te
and
lis après,
places
hein,
like
Néo.
that. Just never where mortals are. She wears a toga and calls cars iron horses.
Waouh. Peu arriérée, la dame. Gentil fille qui n'a pas de bonnes intentions, me semble-t-il. En partie parce que s'est retrouvée coincée avec Hadès. Oui, effectivement. C'est chaud quand même, hein. Elle a pas demandé ça, hein. Et là, de ce qu'elle nous explique, Hadès, c'est pas forcément quelqu'un de très cool. Enfin, n'était pas forcément quelqu'un de très cool. Elle est quand même allée jusqu'à... Voilà. Donc, bon...
So this is what you do? Ferry people around?
I'm the god of messengers, baby. Travelers, doorways, any kind of transition, really. The old Hermes said that the transition part made even more sense for me, which, you know, extra cool, right?
Yeah, that's true.
I can connect any two doorways anywhere, just like that. So it's super easy to take people wherever. I don't mind.
Ah, je suis désolée, je suis obligée de lui dire ça. Même Thanatos, c'est plus sympa. Non, non, Hadès, il est pas cool, hein. Non, 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 loin de là.
You say it's easy, but do you like doing all these errands?
Huh. Yeah, I never thought about it. It's nice to have a purpose. Athena is super sweet, and she has a big, important job. Why wouldn't I want to help her out?
You can't be this nice. Are you for real?
Oh, well, the old Hermes used to say that a willingness to serve is more important than a willingness to be served.
You mentioned the old Hermes a lot. You knew him?
Yeah, I was homeless for a while. It wasn't a great time, and he took me in. Everyone's on the same journey, he used to say. Only the roads are different. And then he went on his journey. Man, I still miss him every day.
Wait, isn't he still inside you? Aren't you kind of the same person now?
Not yet. It's only been a year. Maybe I'll feel him again one day. That'd be nice.
Allez. Allons voir la
I suppose
connasse.
there's no point in putting it off. Do your thing. Take me to Olympus.
Okay. Oh, when you see Freddie, tell her I'm sorry I couldn't stick around for the movie. And mind if I say something?
Sure.
You've changed. I mean, from the person I met when I first came here. When, you know, you got it together really quick.
Thanks, I guess.
Bon, mais let's go, hein. Direction l'Olympe, hein. Allons voir la connasse. Non, Athéna, je peux pas me la piffrer. Vraiment, Ah, choix du trait. Ah, ouais. Donc le trait charmante, je l'ai déjà. Donc je peux plus le reprendre. Je vais partir sur l'intelligence cette fois-ci.
There you are, Grace. Do have a seat.
I prefer to stand, thanks.
As you like. You've certainly been busy, haven't you? Everywhere I turn, there you are. Including the reliquary.
Oh.
I'm uncertain how you got access, but even you must have realized its off limits. Particularly for your mortal friend.
Je dois prouver mon innocence déjà, hein?
Am I not supposed to be proving my innocence? Would you prefer I did nothing?
I'd prefer you didn't break any other rules in the meantime.
Such as? Do you have a list I can read, or do you just make them up as you go?
You think our judgment was rash? It was. In truth, I worried that giving you time, letting us all get to know you, would make it harder in the end. I am sorry, Grace. You may not believe it, but I care deeply.
Alors moi, tu t'en as rien à foutre parce que t'aimerais que je passe sur l'arme à gauche, ça.
The idols.
Rien du tout.
Do you really? Let's explore where all that caring has gotten them, shall we? You're holding on with a grip so tight, your knuckles are turning white. But that's not enough, is it? Every idol I've met is either lost or broken, or both. They're all slipping through your fingers. If you actually cared about them, you'd do something about it instead of sitting up here worrying about your precious
Mais c'est
rules.
clair.
Zeus
De
was
suite,
the
Néo.
first to leave. King of the gods. And we don't even know what became of him. Vanished into the ether. Poseidon was next.
Zeus, c'est
Out
pas une
into
grosse
the
perte, hein.
seas, never to be heard from again. Ares betrayed us. Hephaestus saved us. Hades was murdered. And by one of our own. The list
Ah mais arrivé à un moment
goes
donné,
on.
Perséphone, elle doit en avoir plein le cul, hein. C'est normal qu'elle ait fini par passer à l'acte. Merde. On sait très bien pourquoi il est parti. Il en avait marre de ses conneries, il était trop vieux pour ça.
So you add to it. I show up and you kill me off because you can't be too careful.
We are dying, Grace.
Mais elle va crever toi aussi alors.
Diminishing or drifting apart. I mean, our immortality is disappearing. Very soon now, the idols will be no more. We are a legacy that spans millennia, dating back to the very dawn of humankind. So yes, I care. I will do anything and everything in my power to avoid that fate, even if it appears unfair.
You know, it's too bad. I've been an idol for 5 minutes, and I've been out there solving problems you've all wrestled with for how long now? I could have helped you, Athena. I could have helped all of you. But you don't see that, do you?
Ah mais clairement, pour moi,
You're so busy holding on to what you have.
être calife à la place du
Can't
calife,
see what
hein.
you're throwing away.
Surtout qu'elle a pris
I
un
know
peu
we
la
put
place,
a
hein.
great deal on your shoulders, Grace. I do. All I called you here to ask is that you please not make my job more difficult than it already is. If you have any other questions or concerns, now's the time to bring them up.
Non mais elle a je suis sûre que Athéna elle a des casseroles au cul. Mais pure et dure. Ah, elle en a pas qu'une qui lui traîne au derche. Je peux vous dire que les casseroles, ça doit faire gling 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 derrière, hein. Comme la voiture des mariés, hein. Ah, tiens, on va parler de Méduse.
All right, let's talk about Medusa.
Met her, have you?
Bon, elle a essayé de me dégommer, elle a voulu me manger. Mais ça, c'est la faute à Néo, hein.
She tried to eat me.
I've been lenient on account of my involvement in her predicament, but perhaps it's time I dealt with her once and for all. I'm sorry she attacked you, Grace. It will not happen again. Now, if there isn't anything
Bon,
else...
la bute pas par contre, hein, cocotte, hein. Elle a juste essayé de me becter, hein. C'est pas grave, hein. Elle l'a pas fait, hein. En même temps, Grace est appétissante. Elle est pas dégueu, hein. C'est sûr, coucou, j'arrive et c'est la faute de Néo. Bah, Néo, il veut toujours que je mange les autres, sauf que là, c'est moi qui ai failli me faire bouffer par Méduse. Donc, tu vois, Mappy, c'est pour ça que je dis que c'est la faute de Néo. Mais voilà, c'est rien de méchant. Comment vas-tu, Mappy?
What do you know of Pan?
Pan? That's not a name I expected to hear. Been sniffing around you, has he?
I have some suspicions, and I'm curious to hear your thoughts.
Pan lurks at the edges because he likes it there, seeking out whatever profit he thinks he can get away with. Avoid him, dear, or he'll stick to you like gum to the bottom of your shoe.
Ah bah ça, j'ai bien compris qu'il allait me coller comme le chewing-gum sur la chaussure, hein. 1 seconde pour l'attraper, 6 mois pour t'en débarrasser, hein. Pour toi, Mappy, pour l'instant. Pour toi. Elle assume pas le sex appeal de son perso. Bah... Si, bah, de toute façon... je pense que je vais y aller à donf avec Perséphone, moi. Hein. Ah, mais ça c'est sûr.
The reliquary? Is it anyone with a key, or...
Does it matter? You gained access, so clearly it is not difficult to get. Speaking of which, I don't suppose...
Si je peux la pécho, j'irai la pécho, hein.
The same person gave it to me, who gave it to Calliope.
And who gave it to Calliope, then? I see.
Speaking of the reliquary, you went there, right? Once Hecate told you what happened?
Yeah, I was not impressed by the delay.
If you had known about that, the night Calliope died, would it have made a difference?
The chances are exceedingly small that you attacked her there, it's true. Yet, Calliope was weakened, which made her more vulnerable prey for an enterprising mortal, one she knew. Perhaps the incidents are connected, perhaps not. I cannot afford the risk of uncertainty, Grace.
Arrête de dire que tu peux pas prendre des risques. Je suis sûre que t'en as pris plein et tu t'en fous parce que c'est pour ta gueule, en fait. Athéna, Oh, je trouve même pas les mots. Je trouve même pas les mots. Atchoum? Oui, le chat.
Okay, so you don't like Pan much. I get that. But do you think he could kill someone?
Moi, je serai en vacances ce mardi, ma fille, 13h.
I was once a warrior queen, feared by mortals and gods alike.
Another idol, I mean.
Is that where your investigation has led you? To Pan?
Un truc m'échappe.
Sort of. But I feel like I'm missing something important. Maybe the goddess of wisdom could help me out?
It would be helpful to know what Calliope was doing at the reliquary, but she's not available to ask.
Eh ben oui, elle est morte,
Not
connasse.
until you regain her memories, at least.
Why not put off the trial until then? Seems like a good way to solve all this. Yeah?
And trust what you decide to share? I think not.
Ah, j'ai envie de lui arracher ses boucles d'oreilles.
I guess I'll get back to my investigation.
I am rooting for you, Grace. If there's another way to resolve this, any way at all, I will take it.
Will you? Really?
Good luck. Feel free to take a cookie on your way out.
Elle m'aspire pas, elle a une tête de faux cul. Ah putain. Ce sourire et la façon de te regarder.
Don't take it personally, Grace. Athena's first instinct is to follow the rules whenever things get rough. As if she believes that if the idols don't blindly follow every rule to the letter, we'll dissolve into utter chaos.
Well, is she right?
Probably.
Do you think she's telling the truth? About the idols dying out?
I'm not sure. I mean, if it is true, why hasn't she told the rest of the chorus?
It sounds like she doesn't trust you.
Ouais, c'est clair.
The feeling is mutual.
Après, je peux comprendre que personne lui fasse pas confiance.
We're going to have to disappoint her again.
Uh-oh. What now?
You need to go back to the reliquary, Grace.
You know, Athena said something to me. That it'd be nice to know what Calliope was doing there in the first place.
And she's correct.
It's the only piece of the puzzle we're missing. Calliope went there because she had a plan. But what plan?
If she left clues behind, wouldn't Hecate have found them already?
That's a really good question.
We can't ask Calliope what her plan was. But you might be able to remember what she was doing there.
Her memories? But I thought...
That it will take years, yes. But if you go somewhere important to Calliope, or touch something special to her, you'll get flashes, feelings.
Do you want Grace to go to the reliquary so she can have déjà vu?
I'm willing to wager the place Calliope met her fate has left its mark in Grace's psyche. We have only to uncover it.
Are you sure about this? You want me to wander around hoping something comes to me?
Fais les 100 pas, tourne comme un lion en cage. Peut-être que quelque chose te reviendra.
No, I'm not certain. You want certainty? Wait until your trial. Without discovering more, the outcome of that is certain.
What if Medusa is lying? What about Pan? We could look into him some more, couldn't we?
Oh, my, you're just full of ideas, aren't you? Do you have any suggestions regarding how we might go about doing that?
Ouh là là, il va y avoir un combat de filles dans la boue.
Déjà vu it is.
Last time Freddy and I were there, Hecate wouldn't let us into the reliquary. Not without Athena's permission.
I'm certainly not suggesting we ask Athena for permission.
Then you mean...
A week ago, I would have said breaking into the reliquary was impossible. Yet it appears Hecate can be surprised. If her book says she will be.
Let's hope the book says that again, I guess.
Unless you've some other plan. I'm all ears, as they say.
Let's say I do this. What am I hoping to find?
Some memory of who attacked Calliope. Or why she was there. Anything we could work with. I've spoken to almost all the idols, and every single one says they hadn't seen or heard from her. If she was keeping to herself, then why now? What started this? We're missing something important, Grace.
What if Grace goes there, and the memory she sees is that she attacked Calliope? A Grace from the future. It'd be a twist.
What
Okay.
about the alarms? I'm not eager to have Asterion chasing me through the fog.
Calliope snuck in without setting off any alarms. At least at first.
Well, I'll be following in Calliope's footsteps, won't I? What if I follow the wrong
Eh
footstep
ben,
and set them
cours.
off?
Then they discover you, and we apologize profusely.
Will not be a good look, though, just saying.
Is there really no other way? This seems a bit desperate.
That's because we are desperate, Grace. Either we take this shot
préfère
at
poser
learning
toutes
the
les questions.
truth, or we overthrow Athena and the chorus by force, and disregard this stupid trial.
She's joking, right? She's joking, right?
Bon allez, let's go, hein. On est parti.
Back to the reliquary it is.
Any idea how you want to do this, Grace? Because I'm game to help.
Cool. I'm sure we can figure something out.
I can't go in with you. Hecate would sense me right away. I will, however, stay close by. If anything happens, I'll come. Hecate won't stop me. The Minotaur won't stop me. Nothing will.
Gosh, it almost seems like you care.
Ugh, can we just get on with this already?
Pourquoi j'ai entendu miaou? T'es où? Ok, j'ai entendu miaou, mais je ne vois pas le chat. Ah si, tu es là. Ok. Ça va? Ça gaze? Ouais, bah attends, je sors ça parce que t'es bien mignonne, mais voilà quoi. Vous la voyez là derrière? Viens. Des bisous, des bisous. Non, elle s'en va. Voilà. Ouais, super, le fion de Yue. Freddy détourne l'attention. Être honnête avec Ekat. Oh, je vais être honnête avec elle. Allez, je vais. Qu'est-ce qu'il y a, Néo? On y va. On va être honnête. Et arrête de sauter partout, toi. Alors, moi, je passe par l'honnêteté, c'est bon. Hein. Comme avec le videur.
So, that is now.
Oh, you were expecting us?
It is written that you would come, yes.
That is so cool. I kid you not.
Yet it was also written that you would sneak into the reliquary as Calliope did, so this encounter is unanticipated.
Ah là, je me suis pas faufilée, je suis rentrée directement en fait. Je ne voulais pas me faufiler.
I figured talking face to face would be more civilized and, you know, less dangerous.
Tout à fait.
I appreciate your motivation, though surely you cannot think mere etiquette will change my answer.
Ton livre, c'est une fraude. Ah, je trouve ça plus judicieux d'être honnête plutôt que de... Voilà, d'essayer de rentrer par effraction, quoi. Tu vas, tu fonces dans le tas et puis terminé.
Didn't I make you and the Minotaur, well, happier?
You did. It is pleasant.
Isn't that worth anything?
This was true when you were here last, and yet I still considered my duty paramount.
I guess it can't be that pleasant.
My happiness is irrelevant. I am grateful for all you have done, but my purpose here cannot be so easily cast aside.
Je t'ai quand même aidé, hein. Non. Allez, c'est un rapport avec Athéna.
The only reason you won't let me in is because Athena forbids it, right?
She is the one to whom I made my promise, yes.
What if I said that she's a suspect in Calliope's death?
Is she a suspect?
Ah oui,
She's
elle est
an
suspectée, hein.
I don't know that she's not a suspect. Yet. Without more evidence, isn't her command potentially self-serving?
You will regret this.
Quoi, miaou?
That
T'es où?
is also written.
That is a yes.
Go quickly. Look, but do not touch. The reliquary stores many artifacts, some dangerous.
Got it.
Surtout par rapport aux dispositions de cette déesse. Non, mais... Bah...
Okay, Grace. What the heck do you do now?
Regarde déjà dans Senseiya, elle sert pas à grand chose, Néo, hein, Athéna.
Of all the times to not have Freddy around.
À part se faire tirer
She's
dessus
marvelous.
et finir dans un pot.
First things first, how do I do
Voilà.
this? Where do I even start?
Je me comprends quand je dis ça.
Calliope must have been here. She could have stood in this very spot. Maybe if I just... focus.
Oh! Calliope! Qu'est-ce que tu fous ici? Ah, mais je crois que j'ai le chat qui est en train de... qui est descendu pour me dire ouais, monte s'il te plaît, je veux que tu viennes avec moi. Ouais, ben t'attendras Minette, je termine le live et puis je te rejoins après. Elle manipule des jeunes et fougueux chevaliers pour accomplir ses desseins. Mais ouais!
Yeah, it's weird. Like, I've definitely been here
C'est
before.
pour ça qu'elle est insupportable et que personne l'aime. Alors, on va tout observer. Allez. Bizarrement, il y a un serpent.
I don't
Je
get
vais toucher
any
le pied avec eux.
feeling from that. Will I know it when I see it?
L'instrument.
Is that a weapon? A musical instrument?
Oh, tu peux taper quelqu'un avec
Maybe
ton
it's
instrument de
both.
musique, hein. Ceci dit...
What did Freddy say about mazes? Was it always go left? Or go left and then go right?
Me demande pas, Grace, j'ai pas le sens de l'orientation. Donc, gauche-droite, je vais partir à droite si tu me dis à gauche. Hein. Le trident... Poséidon.
Is this an armory too?
est-ce que ce serait pas à chaque fois des accessoires, on va dire ça comme ça, d'idoles qui auraient disparu?
Freddy, are you out there? Can you hear me? What am I doing? All that'll do is tell everyone where I am.
Je suis en train de me poser la question.
I should really charge for tours. It's kind of amazing.
Oh, c'est qu'une branche d'olivier, c'est bon. Je sais pas, t'aurais vu un truc plus précieux, je sais pas, le trident là, qui fait penser à Poséidon. Putain, ouais, là ça claque. Ah, c'est ça, c'est les objets iconiques des dieux. Mais bizarrement, j'ai l'impression que c'est les objets des dieux qui auraient disparu ou qui sont encore là, mais bon, bref quoi.
I don't even know what language that is.
Et encore, déjà, pour moi, le trident, c'est... Trident, j'aurais dit Poséidon, hein. La branche d'olivier, j'aurais peut-être dit Zeus. La pomme d'or, ça me dit quelque chose.
Shouldn't that be in a museum somewhere?
C'est la foudre de Zeus, ouais. Alors ça pourrait être un médaillon, peut-être. Avec le signe de la foudre. Peut-être.
This is it. Calliope was here. She was standing right here.
Fais attention à toi, Grace, parce que il pourrait y avoir quelqu'un qui va se tenir derrière toi, ouais. Et qui pourrait éventuellement te faire la même chose qu'à Calliope, hein.
Uh-oh. Hello? Do you work for Hecate? Are you guardians or something?
Vous êtes?
Okay then.
La coupe de Dionysos, c'est le Graal. Choure-le et tu auras le droit à un vœu.
What's happening? Why didn't it work? Oh. Grace?
Lève-toi et cours!
I've gotta run. My powers don't work on them. They just keep coming.
Ah non, te sacrifie pas pour moi, Freddy. Non. Ah putain. Ah putain. Je sais pas, il me semble que c'est Eris, la déesse de la discorde. Putain. Oh. Attends, tout ça pour ça? Bah, si j'avais su, je serais pas venu, hein.
Oh God. Oh God, Freddy.
On a encore du sang sur les mains, hein.
By the gods. You summoned the Furies.
What?
Those beings were the Furies, beyond all our laws.
Not idols, but the embodiment of
J'ai juste
retribution.
regardé dans un miroir.
How did you draw them here?
I didn't. There was a big mirror, but I didn't even touch it.
There is only one mirror of which you could be speaking. That used by the goddess Nyx to contact the Fates. Using the mirror would not have brought the Furies down upon you. Not unless the Fates themselves decreed it.
I don't care what brought them. They killed Freddy. You need to help her.
I have no power over life and death, Grace. None of us have that. This was no defense or spell of the reliquaries. I do not have the power to summon the Furies, and I know none who do. You should consider yourself fortunate, Grace. They do not desist until retribution has been exacted. But now is when you leave. Pray the knowledge you obtained was worth the price.
Persephone, we can't just... There must be something we can do.
She made her choice, Grace.
No! It's not right!
Come. There's nothing more to be done.
Bon ben... Adieu, hein. C'est ciao, quoi.
I'm sorry it came to this, Grace. It's clear what your friend meant to you.
It should have been me, not her.
Don't say that.
This was my fight, my problem. I'm already slated to die. If anyone paid the price...
Your friend gave you the chance to not repeat history. Don't waste it. Grace, is that how Calliope died? Was she also attacked by the Furies? Do you remember?
Ouais, donc c'est ça.
Yeah.
C'est un peu tristounet,
She
ouais.
wanted to use the mirror, but she never had the chance before they came.
No doubt sent by the same person. Perhaps for the same reason.
Qui c'est qui commande les Furies?
Who
Est-ce
could
que
send
tu
the
sais?
Furies after me? Even Hecate had no idea who possessed that kind of power.
No one does, not these days. Hecate herself would have been my guess. Zeus might have, in his role as king of old Olympus, but he is long gone.
Clearly someone can do
Qui
it.
dit que c'est pas Athéna, hein?
Unless they weren't summoned.
Qui essaierait
They could have
justement
been
de
responding to something you did
me faire tuer pour pas que je trouve la
unwittingly,
vérité,
something
hein.
Calliope also did. And what that could be?
Pourquoi je vois
I have
Athéna?
no clue.
C'est peut-être pas elle, hein, mais je...
I know Calliope was there to use the mirror, but it was just feeling. I still don't understand why.
There's only one use for that mirror. To speak to the Fates.
Yeah, okay, but why?
The Fates know all that is or will be. Destiny is theirs to command. Or so it's said. One contacts them either to know one's fate, or to change it. Not that the Fates are likely to oblige.
If the Furies are so powerful, why did they stop? They just stabbed
Oh bah elles ont eu
Freddy
le
and
sang
left.
qu'elles voulaient, elles se sont barrées,
They're
hein,
not
c'est tout, hein.
assassins, Grace. They exist to punish. They demanded blood, and blood
C'est ça.
was taken. It didn't need to be yours.
Athéna
So
nous a dit que les
Freddy
mortels n'avaient
hadn't
pas à
been
venir, hein,
healed.
déjà.
They wouldn't have rested, not ever, until they had their due.
Can these fates really control the future?
They control the fate of all beings. I imagine it's they who give Apollo his powers, and they who write Hecate's books.
So someone really didn't want Calliope messing with them.
Or you, it seems.
Could it have been the fates? Maybe they don't like being called on now for anything.
They're not known to be vindictive. If they don't want to answer, they simply won't.
C'est possible, Néo.
What are the Furies? They didn't seem like
Ouais,
people.
il faisait pas très être vivant quand
Think
même.
of them as forces of nature, but an aspect mortals rarely encounter. They're older than any idol. They were created to enforce the ancient laws.
There are ancient laws now?
Well, there were. Laws even the idols had to obey from the earliest days of old
D'accord.
Olympus.
Ok, Néo.
Even if they still
Intéressant.
existed and you'd broken one, we would all know. These are not petty crimes one stumbles into.
I don't know what to do. We still have no idea why Calliope wanted to talk to the Fates.
Well, there is another way to ask them.
I wondered how long that would take.
Ah bah tiens, un revenant.
Hecate is enraged. She's threatened to close off the
L'une
reliquary
d'elles s'appelle
entirely
Mégère, je
and
crois.
forever.
Elle a bien porté
Athena
son
is
nom.
beside herself.
How long have you been standing there?
Long enough. You just had to keep pushing, didn't you? Until you got what you wanted.
Oh, Apollon, calme.
This isn't about me. We're out of options, Apollo, and you know there's only one other way to contact the Fates.
Oh, how convenient.
Mais arrêtez ça, mais...
Enough, both of you. This isn't helping anyone.
Putain, mais...
May I explain it to Grace, or do you have another option, Apollo? If so, now's the time. I thought not. The Fates will respond to the ruler of Hades, the true underworld and realm of the dead. What I propose is that we go there and take back the throne that was stripped from me.
Is that something we can do? Just go to the land of the dead and overthrow it?
Truth be told, there isn't much to overthrow. Few mortals still believe in Hades, and thus its halls have been nearly empty for eons.
So how do you...
The throne itself is the key, both symbolically and literally. Claim it, and Hades is yours.
But you can't claim it because you're barred from Hades.
By a rule that we would need to break were we to do this, yes.
How do we get to Hades? Do we need a key, like the reliquary?
Athena took my
Je m'en fous
key,
d'enfreindre les
and the
règles.
entrance at Lake Avernus was sealed long ago, which leaves only Hermes.
They won't take you.
They might, if you ask them to. Then why did you come, Apollo? To gloat? To wish Grace well? Or to actually help? Get us there. I'll lead us to the throne, and Grace can speak with the Fates. It's simple.
Is Apollo right? Is this something you planned all along, Persephone?
Meaning what? What, that I knew what would occur at the reliquary? Perhaps you think I'm the one who unleashed the Furies upon you.
C'est une simple question.
You've waited for this opportunity for over a century.
Waited, yes. Bided my time. And the moment has arrived.
C'est super
That's
buzzable,
not
ouais.
why you originally agreed to help me?
No, that's not why.
Was another crazy plan, right?
Grace,
I know, but there's no point in stopping now, is there?
I can't.
C'est vrai que la chemise est ouverte
I'm
depuis le
sorry.
début, hein.
But this is a step too far.
And consider this, Apollo. Grace's mortal friend was slain by the Furies. According to the old laws.
Her soul is in Hades.
Wait, what? Freddy's in Hades? What? Persephone, why didn't you lead with that?
I didn't want it to seem like I was playing on your sympathy, Grace.
But you'll play on mine. Fine. I'll get you into Hades. But I'm not going with you.
If that's what you prefer, by all means.
Let's find Hermes and get this over with.
Bon, mais...
Shall I wait here, or...
On fait juste ce passage-là et on
I'm not
s'arrête.
gonna lie to them. Hermes has always treated me fairly.
Oh, hey.
Hermès
is it
toujours avec
isn't
Sarah
Apollo
Menet.
and Grace and Persephone. Wow, the whole gang, huh?
I'm afraid I have to call in that favor. I need you to take Grace and Persephone to Hades.
Oh, man, I don't know.
Ok.
Athena specifically said I wasn't supposed to take anyone, you know?
C'est pas un peu cliché
No
quand
matter
même,
what.
Néo? On est d'accord?
Oh, this is pointless. They're never gonna help us, Apollo.
Can I ask what's going on? Nobody ever tells me anything, and you want me to get in huge trouble, but for what?
It's the only way to find out why Calliope was trying to contact the Fates.
The Fates?
On est d'accord. C'est un gros cliché. Hein.
I'm at the edge of it.
Je dis ça, je dis rien,
Without the
mais...
Fates, I'll never know the truth.
And that means going to Hades, with or without Athena's permission.
Oh, Athéna, elle peut les surfoutre. Hein.
Okay.
Attends, je me suis dit, quoi, ils vont quand dans le coffre?
You sure?
Ok.
Yeah, feels like the right thing.
Be careful, Grace. And remember, the underworld doesn't give up its shades without a price.
I think I can tell her the rules, Apollo. Let's go.
Je me ressens ici, vous ne me l'avez pas dit.
Welcome to the real underworld.
Wow.
Ça doit être dur pour Perséphone
It
de revenir
feels
ici. Hein.
so empty. So lonely.
It's not completely empty. Neither is the throne, for that matter. A bitter shade named Orpheus has been squatting on it since my exile. I fully expect he'll be waiting for us.
Panique! Il y a d'ailleurs un DLC avec Orphée. Je pense que je le ferai.
Who is this Orpheus? The name sounds familiar.
It should. His is a popular tale among mortals regarding how he once came to the underworld to retrieve his love, Eurydice.
Il est venu la récupérer et il est reparti sans.
With nothing. Hades tricked him, you see. And with Hades dead, the blame has evidently fallen to me.
So he's not a fan of yours?
He is not a fan, no. Not that it matters.
You didn't think to mention earlier that the throne was occupied?
Because it's irrelevant. Orpheus isn't an idol. He's just an angry little man clinging to an existence that doesn't want him any longer.
And what are we supposed to do? Organize an armed resistance? Challenge him to a duel?
That's what you're here for.
I'm gonna fight him?
Oh, you'll see.
Bon ben... Allons-y, hein.
Okay, so there's an angry ghost sitting on your throne. Anything else about this trip you've neglected to mention?
Come. It's time to cross the Styx.
En même temps, il avait qu'une règle à respecter. La règle en question, c'est bien ne pas se retourner. C'est bien ça, Néo. On va s'arrêter ici parce qu'il y a eu le point de sauvegarde. On va juste regarder si on est bien sur l'acte 3. Ouais, c'est ça. Ouais, donc on est bien au bon endroit. Ouais, mais de toute façon, c'est ce qui se passe dans Senseiya. Hein. On l'a, hein, le Orphée, justement, avec cette histoire-là. Je vais voir si je peux pas faire un petit raid chez quelqu'un.